Today I'm making 3 cozy recipes and 3 matching drinks. Finland already decided it's autumn, so we're starting with apple pie, oats and matcha. I'm trying this apple pie oat milk for the first time. I literally bought it just because it said apple pie. My brother was genuinely fighting for his life here. I think I need a stronger one. This might actually be my new favorite breakfast. The apple and matcha work way better together than I expected. Okay, on to menu 2. I'm making a creamy potato salad, and this one did not exactly go according to the plan. I got a little too carried away with the mashing, and then I realized I completely forgot the eggs. So at this point we're basically halfway between potato salad and mashed potatoes. I wanted the green jelly to make a cute little layer at the bottom, and it immediately disappeared. I'm actually really happy with this one, even though the salad ended up way creamier than I planned. I normally don't really like eggs, but when they're mixed into salads like this, I can barely taste them, so it was really good. For the last menu, I'm making a little jellycat-inspired sandwich. I actually filmed this part on my phone before I got my new camera, so the footage looks a little different here. Also, this is my current favorite bread. I have been eating for breakfast non-stop lately. used to put these little flowers on literally everything. Apparently, the obsession isn't completely gone yet. I froze little flowers inside the ice cubes because I thought they would look so pretty in the coffee, and then you can barely see them. I think this one might actually be my favorite. Which menu would you choose? 1, 2, or 3? Thanks for watching.